Joining me now is City Councillor Liz Iwaskiw. We're standing outside of City Hall. Welcome, Liz.
Thank you very much. It's nice to be here.
Yes, absolutely. Now, I know you guys had kind of a smaller agenda this week in your City Council meeting. However, there's still a lot of things happening. One of the major things was the census, and I know you wanted to touch a little bit about that.
I do. The population of Lethbridge went up by 1.9%, just under 2%. So we're now at 94,804.
Right.
Don't know who those four people are. But and some people would say that that's slower growth than you want, but I disagree. I think slow and steady is much easier. And from a council perspective, we can stay on top of things. Our infrastructure can, if you get overwhelmed like a place like Fort McMurray, that's a horror story. So we're very happy with the slow and steady growth that Lethbridge experiences year after year.
Okay. Do you think that more and more people are actually taking part in the census? I mean, it's looking at just under 95,000, but is there any idea of how many may not have participated? Are we closer to 100,000 than we actually think?
We may be. We know that there's a certain segment of the population that doesn't want to take part in the census, but every year we come up with new ways of doing it. We now have our census takers are online, and it made it easier for them to do their jobs. And I'm hoping that more people take part. We keep emphasizing the fact that it's not just, we're not trying to keep track of people, but unless we know the number of citizens, that's how our grants are based, on the number of people in the city. So if people don't take part, we're losing money. So every year we encourage people, and I do believe that every year we get a few more than we did the year before.
Absolutely. Very important to take part in that census. Something else you wanted to touch on was the new contract, the 4-year contract with CUPE,
yes,
correct?
Our biggest union is CUPE, Canadian Union of Public Employees. I think there's 600 employees, and we just settled a 4-year contract with them for 2015 to 18 with a 2%, 2.5%, and 2.5%. It's wonderful that we've got it locked in for 4 years because it gives us the ability to plan ahead. A lot of contracts are 2 years or less, which means that you're always in negotiations. So yeah, we're very pleased with this, and so are they. So it's a good news story.
All right. Something else, Liz, that I know is really important to you is the new schools that are going up in Lethbridge.
Yes, there's a new school being built in Legacy Ridge, and there's a new school going to be built in Copperwood. And there was a news story the other day that to me made it sound like we were building schools, and I just want to be very clear, we are not in the business of building schools, but when there is a school built in Lethbridge, we're responsible for the grounds, and we actually have an agreement with the school boards to share those the sports fields with the public as well as their students. So it's our responsibility to take care of the grounds surrounding a school, but the buildings themselves are taken care of by the school boards in cooperation with the provincial government.
So that's something you basically just wanted to clear up?
I just want to make sure people don't start, sending us emails saying, why are you building schools? We're not. Okay. We're taking care of the grounds.
Liz, thank you so much for joining us here outside of City Hall on this beautiful June day. If you want to catch live City Council meetings, you can do that on Shaw TV every other Monday.